Okay. These all things we will be covering in the first module. Come to the definition of a measurements. Definition of a measurements. So when you want a measurements, what is the measurement is that, see, any non-electrical quantity, if you want a physical quantity, if instead of telling a non-electrical quantity, we will tell it as a physical quantity. Whenever you want to measure a physical quantity to another form or an electrical quantity, or a numerical value, whenever you want to measure a physical quantity in terms of a numerical value, then we'll go to a measurement. So to perform the measurement, compulsory an instrument will be used. Using that instrument, we'll try to measure the physical quantity in terms of and the result will be a numerical value. Numerical value. See, the measurement of a quantity, the measurement of a given quantity is essentially an act or the result of comparison between the quantity and a predefined standard. Since two quantities are compared, the result is expressed in numerical values. Means here two values, means already you think that one value is standard value is there. We'll try to compare when any quantity if you want to measure, that will be measured with respect to one standard threshold value. Okay, based on that threshold value, after comparison, a numerical value will be given. A numerical value will be given. So here you can tell that a measurement is the process. One more way of defining a measurement is, a measurement is the process by which one can convert a physical parameters to a meaningful number. What? One more definition of measurement is that it is can be defined as a one in which a physical parameter to a meaningful number. What is a measurement? Is a process which can convert a physical parameter to a meaningful number. Physical parameter to a meaningful number. So see, there will be no meaning if you try to measure until and unless a unit is provided. It will get a meaning only when it is having a unit. For example, if you measure a length, just if you tell 5, there is no meaning. So if whenever you measure any quantity, physical parameter, when it is expressed in a numerical value form, compulsory it has to be expressed in terms of a unit. Then it will be having a meaning. Okay. For example, length is equal to 5 meter, means 5 meter. Meter indicates the complete length of that rod will be 5 meters. The rod, how many meters it is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 meters. Like this, compulsory any physical quantity when you measure, when you express in terms of a numerical value, the numerical value will get a meaning only when you express in terms of a unit, specific unit. So whenever you measure anything, the measured quantity will get a meaning based on the two requirements. One requirement will be the standard used for comparison purpose must be accurately defined and should be commonly accepted. Means see, whenever you are measuring anything, means compulsory it will be measured with respect to a threshold value. Right, that should be an accurate value as well as commonly accepted by the others. That must be one requirement. Then only we'll tell that, oh, whatever the quantity you have measured, oh, it is having some meaning, like that. And the aperture used and the method adopted must be provable. Means the method which you are using to measure that, it must be in a position to prove that yes, this is this value. So these are the minimum basic requirement which are needed to tell the measured system. What is two quantities? One is how the defined value, the standard used for comparison purpose must be accurately defined and should be commonly accepted. The threshold value should be accurately defined and it should be commonly accepted. The second is the aperture used or the device which is used for the measurement adopted must be provable. Must be provable. So what one more definition for measurement is what? Is a one which converts a physical parameter into a numerical value. That numerical value must have a particular unit, then only it will get a meaning. What are the two requirements to tell that the measurement what you have measured is correct is that it should, the value which you are comparing should be accurate and commonly accepted. And the second one is that the device what you are using for measurement, it must be in a position to prove that this is that value what you have measured. Next, significance of measurement. So what is the significance of measurement? A significance is nothing but importance of measurement. So what will be the importance of measurement? Means one proverb he has mentioned. What is, I often say that when you can measure what you are speaking about and can express it in numbers, you know something about it. When you cannot express it in numbers, your knowledge is of a mergy and unsatisfactory kind. Means whenever you talk some related to something, if you can't express in terms of number, then it is a meaningless. He is telling a temperature. Just if I am telling temperature, until and unless if I can't express in terms of a numerical value, then that the temperature will be having a meaningless. Right? That is what he is telling. What is the significance of measurement means? Whenever you are telling anything has to be measured. If we, until and unless if it is not expressed in terms of number, then it is difficult. Means when orally if you are speaking, if you often say that then it is meaningless. So there are two major functions of all the branches of engineering to give a significance is design of equipment and purpose. Design of equipment and purpose, and proper operation and maintenance of equipment and process. These are the two major functions of all the branches of engineering which will be adopted in order to provide the significance of measurement. See, there are plenty of advancement in the science and technology depending upon the parallel process of measuring technology. See, nowadays what happens is as the generation or technology goes on increases, there is a very importance given to the measurement. Okay. Here what happens is the modern science and technology techniques are there, no? So these modern science and technologies are associated with a sophisticated methods of measurement. There are well accurate measurementing systems. So when you compare to all branches of engineering, the complete measurement depends upon the design of the equipment and the processes, and proper operation and measurement of the equipment and the process. Getting what is the significance? Until and unless what you speak orally, if you can't express in terms of number, there is a no meaning. Okay, as the technology goes on increases, modern science and technologies are associated with sophisticated method of measurement. So when you want to measure a sophisticated method of measurement, compulsory what all is involved is the design of the equipment and the process, how the equipment is designed and how what is the process involved in that measurement, and how the proper operation and maintenance of the equipment and the process. These all will come under all branches of engineering, because the engineering people are the one who will be designing the devices which are used for the measurement. As if why we are using in order to lead a sophisticated scientific and modern technology adopted life. So significance, what you will tell? Whatever you speak about and can express it in numbers, if you can't express, it is meaningless. That is what. Methods of measurement. Okay. There are two methods. One is direct method and indirect method. So in direct method, what happens is we directly measure the quantity. What quantity? The unknown quantity is directly measured and compared against a standard quantity. As I mentioned, no, they will be specifying on threshold value. So we can tell a direct method is the one in which the unknown quantity is directly compared against a standard quantity. The quantity which you want to measure, it will be directly measured or compared with the standard quantity, and the result is expressed as a numerical number and a unit. Numerical number and a unit. These direct methods are used for the measurement of length, mass, time. Okay. Suppose you want to measure a length scale. What you tell? 15 centimeter means it is telling the number 15. How many centimeters are there? 15. 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, like that. 15 centimeter. That is a direct measurement. So in case of indirect measurement, what happens is, so this method in most of the cases are in case of so indirect method. Why we'll go to an indirect method of measurement is, see, in case of a direct method of measurement, what happens is there is a problem of accuracy as well as feasibility. Uncle, salam alaikum. So in case of a direct measurement, what happens? The accuracy which you are measuring is less, as well as these are not feasible and practical. Means yes, this is the measurement. These are like manual measurement. It is difficult. Not it will be not accurate. So we are going indirect method. In case of indirect method, what happens is in engineering application, measurement systems are used like voltmeter, current meter, pressure meter, thermometer, thermistor. The different types of in engineering application instruments are used for the measurement, so that it can provide an accuracy, feasibility, as well as practicability and a number accuracy. Because of that reason, maximum application will go for an indirect method of measurement when compared to that of a direct method. In case of a direct method, what we will be doing, we will be comparing the value with that of a standard value, and we will give the numerical value along with a unit. That is not feasible and not accurate and not practicable. So in order for that one, we are going for an indirect method. In case of an indirect method, we will be measuring using a measuring instrument which is used for the measurement of the physical quantities. Okay. So instrument and measurement. See, measurement involves the use of instruments as a physical means of determining quantities or variables. Means whenever you want to measure anything, compulsory there should be an instrument. That instrument is used. Instrument will be used for the measurement. Okay. If instrument is not there, how can you measure? Like, so measurements involves the use of an instrument as a physical means of determining the quantity or a variable to be measured. Okay, right. See, why we want to go to an instrument is because when a human being is involved in the measurement, there will be the accuracy will not be attended. Whereas in case of an instrument, what happens? The instrument will be serves as an extension of an human facilities and enables the man to determine the value of an unknown quantity or a variable, which his unaddicted human facilities cannot measure. Okay, and measuring instrument exists to provide information about the physical value of some variables, whichever variable you are measuring. Come to measurement. So here there are three phases of instruments: mechanical instrument, electrical instrument, and an electronic instruments. See, whenever you want to perform any measurement, compulsory three elements are needed: a detector, an intermediate transfer device, an indicator, recorder, or a storage device. So whenever you want to measure using any instrument, compulsory these instruments should have a minimum three quantities. What are those three blocks? A detector, which will detect that physical parameter, an intermediate transfer device, which will transfer that physical parameter into a measurable value. That measurable value can be indicated or an recorded or a stored value. Okay, there are different phases of three phases of instrument: mechanical instrument, electrical instrument, and electronic instrument. So there are three phases of instruments: mechanical instrument, electrical instrument, and electronic instrument. In case of mechanical instrument, what happens is, so these mechanical instrument, whatever the value they measure, it will be static and stable, and it will be very reliable. But what is the major disadvantage of these mechanical instruments are that they are bulky, okay, and they have many number of moving parts that are rigid, heavy, and bulky, and they are of large mass. Mass present inertia problems, and hence these instruments cannot faithfully follow the rapid change which are involved in dynamic measurement. Means the speed with which they can measure is very less. It takes more time to measure that value and to display, because it is more heavy and there will be many physical movements, dynamic changes in the environment. It cannot display it at a very faster rate. And the electrical measurement, what happens is, electrical methods indicate the output of the detector are more rapid than mechanical instrument. They will display the measured quantity faster than that of the mechanical quantity. But when compared to mechanical instruments and electrical instrument, electronic instruments will display the value very faster when compared to that of a mechanical or a electrical, because the speed with which the output is displayed for a measured physical quantity will be faster in case of electronic instruments. Yeah. So tomorrow we'll be studying this in depth, what is the mechanical instrument, electrical instruments, and electronic instruments. And then we'll study the classification of instruments such as an absolute instrument as well as secondary instruments. These are a classification.